So, hello everyone. Welcome, Stampers. I am trying to get, I don't know what happened. You know how right before when you go on live, everything decides to play games with you? Well, that's what's going on here. Let me see if I can get some people to join us. Okay. Well, it says there's one. Let's see. Okay, getting a couple folks on here. Now, why is my... Oh, here we go. I'm just going to try to get some folks on here. I can't tell if it's working or not. So, let's see. Okay, yes, looks like there's quite a few people. Okay, great. I have a whole bunch, so I'm not even going to I have a lot of projects, but I have a lot of things to talk and discuss with you. So I'm not even going to stop, and I'm just going to keep going. And hello, everybody. Everybody say hello amongst yourselves. And I'm glad that you're here to join us tonight. And let's see. Is this going to give me comments? Okay. So first of all, I just want to start off and remind everyone about this fantastic color revamp that Stampin' Up's doing, and I'm hoping, let me stand up and see if this is showing in. Okay, I think it is. Yay! Okay, so I had a friend of mine print these out for me, and she actually laminated this. Isn't that sweet? Okay. Well, we have the new in colors, and I wanted to remind everyone that we have the in colors, plus we have new colors that we have either are returning or that are newly developed, like the soft sea foam is a new one for us, but the Blackberry Bliss is a returning color. So the reason why I wanted to review these for a couple of reasons. One, instead of the old push button, you push forward and then you pull back and slide it. This is opening just like a compact, so all you do is open it and slide it. So that's awesome. It also has that defoaming, which I never had a problem with stamp pads foaming up before anyway, but I guess in some climates they did, so they did add a defoamer to it. So I just want to remind how to open it. Also, like this pack right here is just our in colors. And they're bright and colorful and so pretty. They're prettier in person. One of the perks of being a Stampin' Up demo is that you get stuff in your hands before it goes live to the public. However, they do have a couple of specials this month, and this is one of the releases. And I wanted to mention it because it is open to everybody right now, demos included, but you get 10% off if you buy it in the pack. As well as the new colors and returning colors. They have a pack for them too, and it is also 10% off. Now, off the top of my head, I don't know how much it is, but I know that that will be available in the new catalog, and I just wanted to mention that because if you're like me and you like to save a little bit of money, this is the way to do it, is buying at least these instead of buying them singly and collecting them along the way if you can afford it, which not that I could, but you know, I wanted to, so I went ahead and got them, but it is a 10% discount. So just wanted to point that out. I'm going to put those aside. I still have Billy Pearl, who is with me and gonna be my mascot again for tonight. Okay, so tonight I want to talk to you guys a lot about, oh, hi Jamie. I peeked over and I saw someone that I haven't seen regularly, so I wanted to say hello. About how we get a lot of pretty paper, and like right now we have this amazing set with some shimmer to it. This is pearlized for the 30th year anniversary of Stampin' Up. But we get this paper and we end up with pieces, sometimes strips from what we've cut off and stuff. And the biggest challenge I had when I started being a stamper was using up my paper. And I can pretty much guarantee that if you've been doing any kind of stamping, that you have hordes of some paper, and it is my job to teach you not only how to use pretty paper, but how to use it up so that you can go on. And it really did take me about 5 years. I'm like sitting underneath of this table. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes of really pretty paper. It's all retired. Half of it's used and half of it isn't, but I loved the paper and I didn't want to cut into it. It was only until recently that I learned that cutting it up and making it into these projects and sharing a card with someone is, and that appreciation from that is a great way to use it up and also share kind of your art. So people really like it when you do that. So I'm going to start off real easy tonight, and it's just going to be with paper. Now, I recently went to my uplines. She had we get some training from time to time, or every month we have a meeting, and she showed this very simple basic layout with that paper pack actually that I just showed you. But I wanted to show you that you can take the exact same idea and make your own. So I've got some stuff here to show you. I've kind of, since there's so much going on tonight, I've kind of just pre-done some things, because we all know this is a 3x4, and then I have a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and this is that pretty, and I gotta think of the name of the bundle. Got some shimmer to it. What is the name of this bundle? And do I have the right bundle? I got 2 bundles here. This is the Sweet Soiree Specialty, and it was kind of a birthday. The paper pack that comes, or the paper pack, the stamp suite that comes with it is kind of a birthday, but you can use this for just about anything. So what I did is I did the 3x4 and then the 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 in the Berry Burst. Whew, had some troubles. I glued them together, and all I'm going to do is glue this together. Very simple on just a white card base. So, and just for time, because I do have like 6 projects tonight, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So cutting forward, you know, you cut out your thank you, and then I just used a simple bow. So I took her design, used a different set of paper. It is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and it looks just as good, you know. So using up that paper that you get, this is a beautiful thank you card that I can send to someone, and actually I have an idea who I might do that to. Okay, so that was the first one, just to kind of show you. Then I started thinking about, like, that paper pack that I'm currently using. I have those long strips. So, same thing. I use the same idea as this layout. I cut a 1 1/2 by 5 1/2 strip of the same exact designer series paper. I did a border again of 1/4 inch, so 1 3/4 by 5 1/2, so that you can see it on both sides. The difference is I just used a little bit of this silver baker's twine. Okay, now let me show you what I want to do with this one. We have this stamp set called Better Together, and I really love it just because it has a lot of different greetings on it. But I just wanted something sweet and simple, so I'm just going to use this just a note, and I already have this pre-marked on here. one of the old stamp pads. See, you push, pull over. Eventually, I won't replace all my stamp pads, but eventually I will, and I'm kind of excited about that. So, I don't know why I get so nervous on Facebook Live, but I do, whether you think I am or not. So I went ahead and put my sentiment just a note on here. So that's already been done. Then I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to give you a little tip. Small stamp, small pressure. This is a very, I actually like snarfed up the edge of this. So I'm cleaning it off. This is a very thin, what am I trying to say, you guys? It's a thin thickness in the font, I guess is, oh no, I just moved it. Okay, so I don't want to smash this down, so I'm just gonna lay it on here, and there you go. So just a note, really quick and easy way to use up your scraps. So then I was looking at this, I'm gonna leave that out. I was looking at this and I was thinking, okay, let's do the same thing. Let me pull out the next one. Let's do the same thing. So it's the same exact layout, okay, as this. I had the other piece of this scrap, so it was 1.5 inches. It's just what I had left over. And then 1 3/4 by both by 5.5. And I'm going to take this same exact design that I have and glue this on. But instead of doing it down at the bottom, I'm going to do it at the top more. So you see how I changed that by just that much. Now, let's turn it this way and let's add a different element to it. So I could go ahead and use the baker's twine and tie that on there. But this one I'm going to use the Stamp Set Ribbon of Courage, because with faith all things are possible is probably one of my favorite stamps right now. Scenes for stamps. Okay, now I am going to stamp. This is just from my 2-inch punch, circle punch. I'm just going to stamp that image, and we're just going to eyeball this right on here. Oh, please, please, please. Let me get this, because it's hard with that camera. Yay. Good enough. You get the idea. And then this is the Starburst punch, and they layer so perfectly. I use this a lot. Ooh, was that side better? Maybe that side's better. So we're going to glue it down. Just center it on there. Okay, so I've basically got the same, I'm used the same paper. I'm getting 3 different cards off of this, and I'm going to take some dimensionals, and if you want to, maybe you could do like some silver thread coming from behind it, since there's silver in this paper. But these are quick designs, and I might just do that if I can. Quick designs. Now this is good for those of you who, I know a couple of my friends are trying to make cards to sell them. These are good ones for quick, easy. I'm sorry, I just made my mind up here a second ago, so I had to go reach for my, this is silver thread, so you could just do a bunch of these on here, and let's see which way I like that. I'm gonna just hook that right into my dimensionals here to hold it together. Paper snip it off. And then you've got a little added. I'm going to do it. So very, very easy. But now that's a way to use up some excess DSP that you have. It's a way to make very cute, simple. Here's 3 simple designs with some scraps. Okay, so that's my first informational on DSP, and I'm going to put these over here, get this out of the way, and grab my next one. I told you there's a lot, so I'm just going to kind of keep moving. I'm going to stop and just look. Any questions from anyone? Hi, Shelly, my little soft spot stamper. Okay. I looked over quick. Small adjustments to the card. Yep, thank you. You're right. Okay, so this is about to retire, and I'm sad because this is actually one of my favorite little stamp sets. It's called Fruit Basket. And again, they had, I think it was Tutti Frutti Paper Pack was the name of the coordinating DSP. And sorry if my head just stuck in there. This was like one of my favorites, so I'm glad I've got a lot of extras because I have so many ideas with this paper yet that I haven't ventured to do. So it also has some matching punches, which I'm not going to be using tonight, but we're going to make a love note tonight. And we currently sell these Whisper White narrow note cards and envelopes, and they're already cut and scored for you, and they have a matching little envelope that is cutie patootie. So I'm going to grab one of these out. I want to show you how to make a quick and easy love note with this. So they're scored, and this is a tip. I don't know if you've known this or if I've said this before, but there's kind of a deboss side and an emboss side of your scoring. When you are folding it, you should always fold it with that deboss, I think, yeah, the deboss side down. Did that make sense? The divot down. It's supposed to make less crinkles, I guess, on the edge. Crinkles is the word I'm going to use. Yeah, we'll go with crinkles. Okay, so to start off, I have a, this is 2.5 by 4.5 is what this comes. And so I have a 2 3/8 by 4 3/8 piece of cardstock that I'm just going to glue on to give just a little bitty edge to this card. And the green glue to just move it into place. Yay. Okay, here's a piece of that Tutti Frutti paper. I love it, love it, love it because the green apples and the pears match that color so well, which actually matches my Post-it note. So this is 2 1/4 by 4 1/4 that I cut that at, and I'm just letting this do the work for me. I'm not having to think of, I mean, there are some really fun cards out there where you can color, but tonight I'm just going to focus on the DSP and using that. Okay, so my card on the front is now decorated. Now let's put a sentiment that pops. So what I'm going to do is use a piece of scrap. And where did my sentiment go? Okay, so this is a love note with my little fruit. So I'm going to use the image that says "You are the sweetest." So I can give this to my sweetie. Is my sweetie watching? Is Madison on here? I got more than one sweetie. Okay. So I'm going to stamp this kind of down to the bottom here. And it doesn't matter if it's not quite straight because I'm going to use a circle punch. I'm using the black Memento ink. I'm trying to tell you as I go what I'm doing. Okay, and then since this has the lemon lime twist and real red in it and crumb cake, I'm going to use these two. I'm going to start off with the lemon lime twist to make my pear image. But before I do that, I'm going to use the 2-inch punch. And I did this specifically so I put that too far down to the edge. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. So we're going to redo this. That's why I always check with my punch here. Okay, I need to go up just a hair. Hopefully that is it. So I want to center this at the bottom of my punch. There we go. That way I can see where I want to put my... I'm going to do a little ribbon on this project, and since I'm just going to do a little knot of ribbon. This is the lemon lime twist. Does it have a 3/8 mini striped ribbon? Okay. And we're just going to do a little knot because that's easier for me, especially on Facebook Live. Okay, so I know I'm going to trim this down, but I want to see, I like it about there. So I want to put my pear kind of leaning this away. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I know I'm easily entertained, but that is really cute. And then I'm going to add a little stem on him. Ah! Cute, cute, cute. And then they do have this little heart image in the stamp set. And so since we have the real red in here, I'm going to use this little heart. What did I do with the little heart? Did I throw the heart away? Here it is. Because it's a love note, right? So you gotta have a little heart in there. Ta-da! Alright. Getting right to business, aren't I? I'm gonna run my arm through that. I just know I am. I gotta clean up just a little bit. Now, what would set that off? Well, I used that Starburst punch again and punched out a piece of the real red. So there's my bad side. It's a good thing there's two sides to the paper. You guys know how much I love to stamp with you. I really do. I get nervous on here, but I really do love to stamp with you. Okay, I'm just going to use a glue dot to put my little knot on, and then I'm going to trim my flag down on this. Okay, so now I've made my focal point, and let's see. I don't want him to cover up my stamped image. So we're going to cut him down just a little bit. Isn't that cute? Now look at, add some dimensionals on the back of this. Hey Mom, did Joy make it? I'm just curious if you're on here, Joy, because I haven't had a chance to blame anyone yet. Okay, we're going to pop that up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Isn't it adorable? It's just so cute. And the paper did most of the work for me. I did very little stamping, really. I just used paper. And it fits perfectly inside here. If you want to, you can use the 2-inch punch on the paper and you can make a liner, or you can isn't that cute? This would be so cute clipped with a like library clip on a gift bag, and you could decorate the front too if you wanted to. Oh, I think it's adorable. Okay, so that's that one. Moving on. Okay, I'm gonna stop and just see where everyone's at here. Loving having two sides of the paper. Yep. Cute. Don't blame Joy. I get in trouble for blaming Joy. Hi, Brenda. I see you're on. I love blaming Joy. I think she's hilarious. Hi, Karen. Okay, so now let's move on to our next one. I told you I had kind of a little bit tonight, so I'm going as quick as I can, and I've done as much as I can. We are getting to the point where it is, done as much as I can ahead of time. We are getting to the point where it is, Dad's Day is coming. I know that we just had Mom's Day, but I'm heading into Dad's Day here. And we have this set. It's called Truly Tailored, and it has cute buttons. Where are the buttons? Cute buttons. Man buttons, wooden buttons, right, Bill? And a cute little stamp set, and this paper is called The True Gentleman. And you guys have been watching my videos since this came out. This is that tailored tag punch, and I have used that several times for flags and stuff, but it actually goes to this set, and I think there's a 10% discount if you buy the stamp set and the punch at the same time. So, and then the paper pack, this has a bunch of guy paper. It's got plaid, it's blue, it's little bow ties and pipes, and what else does it have? See, there's the plaid and eyeglasses, I guess. So it's dude paper. That's what I'm going to call it. Its technical name is dude paper. So tonight we're going to make a card, and this is one of the new colors, Mint Macaron, and I'm fabulously in love with it. And we're going to use the paper again, using this pretty much the same layout. Now, where is it here? This layout that my upline had done with us for our meeting. So we're going to do that same layout. I just have an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that I cut in half, and now I'm folding that in half at 4 1/4, and I'm just going to burnish that down. So I have a piece of Night of Navy, which look at how wonderful that goes with it. And this is going to be new June 1st. So it was an in color a few years back, so some people might have some paper from this. Works really great with the Night of Navy. Anyway, this is 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. And then I used this piece out of that True Gentleman 3 by 4. So I'm doing the same basic layout that you saw there, but I'm using different paper. And I'm going to change it up just a little bit. So let's get this centered. Now I only have, instead of a 1/4 inch border, I have an 1/8 inch border on this one. That one I did a 1/4 inch. Okay. So I'm hoping that tonight's video you're learning about using DSP, using it to your benefit, how you can take the same layout, use it over and over again. It doesn't have to be, now if I wanted to, I could do some background stamping on this, but I didn't think of that before I glued it down. Otherwise I would have showed you that, because there's some really cute like border stamps and stuff that if I did the color on color. Okay, now we're going to use Night of Navy ink here, and I have a piece of Very Vanilla, and I'm down to no blocks, so let me find a block. That went kind of quick. Now, let's see, we can do Looking Sharp to a Classy Kind of Guy, You're a Fox, Dad, which would be nice, to, what do we want to do? How about You're Looking Sharp? Is that a dad thing that you say? Maybe to a classy kind of guy. Maybe I should just do dad. But I want that border. So I'm going to say a classy kind of guy. And we'll just stick that on there. Ink it up. Please tell me I have room. I should. I like to get the most out of my scraps. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to let that, I better just clean it off because I know I have another card here and I Alright. Okay, so this tailored tag punch, I like punching upside down so you can see it and center it. So I'm going to just put this in here and do the best I can to center it. Yay! Okay, my scrap can go. So, another thing that comes in that set is this corduroy ribbon. It is 3/8 inch width and it's called Night of Navy Blue. So I have been getting very used to tear and tape, and I have found that I actually like tear and tape probably better than I ever thought I would. So we're going to use some of that, and I'm also going to bring in some burlap ribbon. That's manly, right? That makes the, okay, let's see, I'm going to cut that. It doesn't have to go all the way across, but I'm going to get pretty close, I think. Yeah, not bad. And so it's so easy to use. You just measure it off, rip. I think I got that right. And I'm going to place it across here. So it's a double-sided tape once you peel this. There you go. Getting better. My nails are starting to grow back finally. Okay, and I'm going to place this on here. Look at how stinking sticky that is. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm going to do the same thing again with this one. Here it is. look around several times. Okay. This stuff is really, truly sticky. This has kind of been a card fest, huh? Hi, Heidi. Thanks for joining us. Oh, come on. Now I can't get it to come up. It's because it's on that burlap, and it's just giving me a little bit of trouble, but there we go. I'm going to cut this edge at an angle. And lay it down right on top of it. Just cut that off straight. Okay. There we go. Simple and easy. So it's the same basic layout. I'm going to get some dimensionals. I'm using 2 whole ones, Mom. 2 whole ones, you dimensional miser. Okay. Now there you have it. Isn't that great? It's another easy layout. So look at the difference here with the same layout. What did I do with the original? Okay, this was the one that I made at my uplines class. Cute. Here's the one I made exactly like it. Here's with just different paper. And then here is how I took that same idea, and so you can see progressively how it's very much the same. So that's one thing. You find something that you like, you can do several different things with different paper in it. Let the paper do the work for you. Here's what I did. The same design here. I just flipped my card, you know, and I've got 2 different cards. So I've got one more, and this has no DSP in it. So these were nice and easy because the DSP does the work for you. But what if you don't, what if you have something like, I don't know, say a new color that Stampin' Up just put out and you love and you want to use it, but there's no DSP available at this point? Well, then you just make your own. So I'll bring up my next box. And hi, Mara. I talked to Jeff the other day. Hi, Kristen. I didn't see you. Oh, there's 2 Kristens. Oh, you both are here. You guys screw me up with the whole name similarity thing. Okay, this is our brand new, one of the brand new colors, and you knew I couldn't go without showing you at least one of them. This is Highland Heather, and it is beautiful. That's all I have to say. I love both of the purples that have come out, but beautiful. So I started with a Whisper White card base that I just 8.5 by 11 that I cut in half, and I scored it 4 1/4. And so we're going to be doing, that's why I have this little scrap paper here. We're going to have to make our own DSP. Now, this Share What You Love stamp set is so magnificent. I have made so many cards, and like I have said the last 2 videos, if you purchase $50 this month in product from me using my host code, I will send you a free 30 card tutorial of different cards you can make with this whole suite. But tonight I'm not going to use the suite, I'm just going to use the stamp set. And we're going to make our own DSP. So I have things already. Oh. One thing you should never do is set your stamps ready to go on top of each other, because then they're like a brick. Hey Bill, can you come down and bust this free for me? So I'm going to be using this image and this image, and then I'm lucky to have a friend like you, but we're just going to start a little backwards while I see if Bill can help me, because they're like stuck like Gorilla Glue. Bill, help! Here he comes. Don't bring your phone because it'll squeal. Can't get him. Can you break these free? Like, just take the block off. I'm going to keep going while you work on it. It's even hard for him. So, learn from my mistake.
There you go.
You got it? Aw. You are so awesome. Isn't he awesome? He's dying from all of this allergy and stuff that are going around the pollen. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so he got that off for me. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Okay, so I'm missing another stamp, aren't I? How did I do that now? This, you can tell I'm getting tired already. Is it in here? Oh, I'm not missing it. It's in here. Okay, so we don't have DSP, so we're going to make our own background. So again, instead of pushing it, this is the new kind, so you open it like a compact and then push it shut. I'm still getting used to it. I still keep pushing and I'm like, why won't this thing open? Alright, this is supposed to look like it's a watercolor mark. Only you don't have to do all the watercoloring background to get that, which I think is pretty awesome. This is Highland Heather, and I have a bigger stamp like this that sometimes doesn't quite, the color doesn't quite, you get more on the outside. I tend to take the pad to the stamp. Apparently my brain has disengaged. So I'm going to stamp it off once because I want the color lighter, and then I'm going to move over here and I'm going to stamp it right there. Okay, so you see how the color got lighter? Just did my own mistake. So I'm going to move it over again, turn it upside down, stamp it. I'm going to stamp it off again to remove some of that color, and then I might turn it a little bit. There we go. Now, this is just a background, so I'm going to have stuff on top of this because that kind of looks funky. Don't worry. These new ones are tight. I would just say I've had a lot of people ask about, oh, they're so tight, they're so tight. I would say they do loosen up over use. So, you know, opening and shutting them back and forth a little bit does help. I've had some people say that they've actually even taken like Vaseline on a Q-tip to help slide it. I haven't had that problem. Just like anything else, when it's new, it's just a little stiff to get started. So, okay. Now, I'm going to go back in. This is that flower. Oh, I need that other one. Talk about having to use it. It's going to work out tonight. Okay, so I have a piece of paper here, and you guys know how much I love that tailored tag punch, and I'm going to find it. What did I do with it, Lily? I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to make a flag here. Yeah, I'm going to make a flag because we're going to build off of this background. And I want to see how much I want to build. So I'm going to like it at that much. And I'm going to quickly cut tab so that it's even with the side here. Okay, perfect. And now that I have that done, I'm going to do a little background stamping still behind here, behind this flag. So, let's see, we'll go there. That's full strength. Yeah, that ain't bad. And I'm going to ink it again. There we go. Okay, so let's add some different color to this, and I'm going to add, this is new Granny Apple Green. I always like to test because I like to see. So this time I stamped it full strength and then stamped off, and I'm going to use that in this. Let's just put some, I have that flag there. Let's put a little bit here. I don't know if it'll all show. That's okay. Let it overlap a little bit. So we're making that background. I'm going to stamp off one. So we've got just a little bit of that greenery showing, and I want more. I'm hoping I'm not junking this up, but there, now I'm happy. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. This was nothing I cased. This was my own original design. But I just wanted to show you. I love background stamping probably more than embossing folders. That's just my personal preference. Okay, so now let me pull that Highland Heather back. Hi, Donna. At the beginning of this video, Donna, there was a lot of like easy layouts that would be great for card selling. Okay, so I just stamped this I'm Lucky to Have a Friend Like You in the Highland Heather, the new color. And I'm going to center it. Yay. In my what? My favorite 2-inch circle punch. And then my favorite, I like punches when I'm doing quick stuff like this. I might try to do a fun fold or something next week, but I wanted to show you these quick items. My favorite Starburst in the Highland Heather, which what do I do then? I glue on it. So tonight's video is a lot about making quick cards to give away. Cards don't all have to be beautifully colored. You've seen some people who, those are fun, don't get me wrong, but they don't all have to be that way. Sometimes you just want a quick card to your friend to say, hey, how are you doing? Okay, so I'm just gonna center this right on here. And you know what? I could, let's do this again. I could throw some more of that silver thread. I could do gold, I guess, too. I don't know which would be better, silver or gold. Okay, stick this on here. Where's my top? Everyone has a different method of doing this. This is just one of many. I've seen many. Okay, I'm going to do it again though this time. And I'm probably going to pull that down because that's just like out of control. Bad hair day, bad hair day. There we go. Okay. So now I didn't use any DSP on this one. I've used all the 2-inch punch and the Starburst punch in these 3 projects. Okay, let me move some stuff. We're getting out of control. I'm being overwhelmed with stuff in my way and I can't stand it. And I don't know why, because if you see beyond the camera, you would see a lot more creative mess. Okay, so this and this are similar. I just turned the card, very basic stamping. This and this are similar. I just had my flag going the other way and did background stamping. This is what I did at my meeting and how I use the same layout for these 3 cards. So, whew, I told you there was a lot to do tonight. This is the only one that doesn't have the DSP. Now, I'm going to turn for a minute. Are there any questions? Love the simple silver. Yes. Hi, Lori. Silver for sure. Silver. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining. The vote's for silver. I guess that the vote was for silver and I missed it. A good thing I went with silver. It is pretty. And that background stamping is really pretty. So, okay, you guys, I'm at that point. So, what do I always want you guys to do? I want you to share. Oh, you know what? I forgot one thing. Don't you dare go away, because I had one of, is Chris on here? One of my sister stampers, Chris Kaiser, she was doing a demonstration for us, and she showed me something, and I think it's really fantabulous. So these are our Stampin' Blends, and they are an alcohol-based marker. When I was telling you not everything has to be colored in and fancy, well, we do have them available, but tonight I'm going to use it a little bit differently. I'm excited about it. I'm going to use the brush tip end, and I'm going to take some of our basic pearls here, and I want to add some of this green. Well, we don't have the candy apple green right now, but I do have the old olive, so I'm using the light old olive marker, and all you do is you go around, 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 around. She did this in a demonstration, and immediately I was like, oh, making any colored gem that I want. And it's very, very close to this granny apple. Now you do have to give that a minute to dry. Tell you what, I will heat set it. Okay, then on this, the one thing that I can say is that the ink around the pearl doesn't dry, so be really, really, really careful. And I'm just going to use my, it doesn't dry very well on this paper. I left the sticky on there. I'm trying not to get it on the end of my, there we go, shears. So let's stick one down here. Let's see, where do I want it? I want one up here to put some of that color. Isn't that awesome? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Chris, for sharing that tip with me so I can share it with everybody else. Gotta wiggle that thing free. Oh, let's see, we'll go one there. And we'll take the third one off. They taught us to do things in odd numbers. because it's more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, just so you know. Where do I want to do this one? Do I want to do 2 here? I might, to balance out that color. What the heck. Okay. Yay! So cute! Let me hold that up close. Isn't that pretty? Yay, yay, yay. Okay. So, another neat tip. All right, let's get to the part that we're waiting for. Share my video. Please, 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 please share my video. If you share my video, you are entered into a drawing. I don't care if you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or not. I will still offer prizes, and I've got some cute ones tonight. I made them myself. But, so share this video to your Facebook wall, and I will enter you into a drawing. If you are placing an order with me, please use host code SEHFSXYM for all orders that are under $150. If it is $150 or more, I want you to get those host credits, so please do not use that code. But it'll tell you what code it'll cue you to use if you have a host code to use when you're putting in your order. You can click on my store right here from Facebook. I have a shop now, and you just click on that and it'll take you right to my store. If you need a catalog, we've got new catalogs coming out. If you need a catalog, let me know. Please send me an email, a text message. I would love to get you a new catalog. Just remember that if you're looking for me on Pinterest or YouTube, it's Piccadilly Stamping with no G. I'm going to come to you with some fabulous stuff every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. So tell your friends. And if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator, there are so many benefits. You don't have to sell. You can just get your stuff at a discount. Right now, I have 2 gals underneath of me who have taken that up as an option. I need to slow them down a bit. They're both kind of crazy about the Stampin' supplies. But this is wonderful company to work for. We have a wonderful team support here. I'm starting to build mine up, but I also have a upline who has access to much knowledge about this business. You don't have to sell a thing. You can just get your products and stuff at a discount. So with that said, did I get people to share my video? Oh, I see some shares. Awesome. So I have some names for last week's video that I'm going to shake up, and I'm going to shift them around. And we're not going to do one drawing tonight, we're going to do 2. As I'm gaining some popularity, it's helping that stuff helping me, which means I am able to get more things for you guys. So here we go. Round and round. Anyone doing a drum roll for me? It is Laura Land. I swear you are the luckiest girl around. So let me show you what I've got. I made these. This is a new stamp that's coming up. Oh, by the way, look at, I have got the Starburst and the 2-inch punch. Yay. So what the prize is I have put together, now this is some of that paper that I was using here just tonight. So I have done a paper pack of some of our papers. All of these are current papers right now, except for I snuck in a little bit with what this rose gold was from our celebration items. So that's what tonight's prize is. So let's do another drawing. This one's for Laura. Let's do another drawing. Okay. I swear, Laura, you must have the luck of the Irish with you. Here we go. Beverly McGuire, you won one of these paper packs also. Yay! So I will be getting those to you guys. Beverly, if I don't have your address, will you email me that or message me here on Facebook so that I can get that to you? We are also going to have another drawing next week, and it'll be for everybody who shared my video this week. So you guys, thanks so much for sticking around. If you have questions, ask. I hope that I was able to give you a lot of information in a short period of time, and I will see you next week. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.